Did you know the guy that played Porkins has ties to the JFK assassination? Yeah, that Porkins from Star Wars. His real name was William Hootkins. And on top of Star Wars, he was also in Raiders of the Lost Ark, Batman 1989. He was Lieutenant Eckhart, and a whole bunch of other films. But long before Hollywood, something strange happened when he was just 15 years old. Hootkins grew up in Texas, and one of his school teachers was a woman named Ruth Payne. And that's important because Payne just happened to be the woman housing Marina Oswald, the wife of Lee Harvey Oswald, right before the Kennedy assassination. So when JFK was killed, that whole circle was suddenly pulled into the FBI investigation, including young William Hootkins. But here's where it gets weird. A local barber, a guy named Cliff Shastine, later told investigators that Oswald once came in for a haircut, and he wasn't alone. Sitting quietly with him was a teenage boy around 14 or 15. He didn't speak, he didn't get a haircut, he just sat there. Then, a few days before the assassination, the same team came back, this time alone, sat in the chair, got a haircut, and started talking out of nowhere about things like one world government and how society needed to be leveled between the haves and the have-nots. The barber thought it was really strange behavior for a kid that age. He asked his name, he asked how old he was. The boy wouldn't answer either question. Decades later, a JFK researcher named Greg Parker dug through old testimony, physical descriptions, and the timeline, and he concluded that the mystery kid was, very likely, young William Hootkins. So think about that for a second. The man who would go on to fly a Rebel X-Wing in Star Wars and play a corrupt Gotham cop in Batman 1989 may have unknowingly crossed paths with Lee Harvey Oswald just days before the JFK assassination and wound up on the edges of one of the biggest investigations in American history.